Hello? Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to stream. Good morning, Becca, and Asky and Airy. Sorry, I decided to let my tea steep for like 17 years. I just wanted it to be extra strong for this experience, so... you know. I know... so the things I know about this game are as follows. There's a princess in it, and she's pretty fucked up. But then again, maybe she isn't fucked up. Maybe that's just like a lie being told to us. Unclear. The things I know are as follows. My name is Baron. I am your romance partner. And I'm from the Baronies. I'm still watching the Candyman area. I'm taking my time with it because God. But I did get that far in season 2. Don't think I didn't get to him. I saw him. This is a horror game, for those who don't know. Is anybody in chat sensitive to flicking images or parallax effects? Should I turn those off? Where the fuck is the audio? No, where's the sound? We'll find out. And if it's bad, then let me know. Okay. This is a love story, but it's also derogatory. So think about that. Oh, is this a no chat game? Is this a... No, don't do that. Okay. This is a chat on my phone kind of game. Let's do a sound check real quick. Boil effect? Don't look. Don't question it. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine and good. And whatever that means is fine and good. Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ. The chaos. Alright, my chat is up. My chat's here. Might be a little quiet, but it's hard to say. I'll just kind of... Okay. No, I'm not gonna cheer for my first badge. This is my stream channel. Let me view my own chat that I made. Oh. I don't think she's good. Why? Twitch will not let me see chat on my phone. Twitch is like, you don't get to see chat. But I'm here and it's my chat, and I should get to see it. Is something that they aren't considering. Can I put this into, like, windowed full screen? Window, but then also full screen? No, that looks very bad on the stream capture. Okay. I'm being silenced. Sorry for I wasn't expecting this. Can I cheer for myself to take a sip? Will that let me see chat? It won't. It said no. This is bizarre. Well, it's like, it keeps telling me to cheer in my chat so that I can get my first badge, but then it won't let me cheer because it's my own channel. But like, the overlay that's telling me to cheer is so big that it's blocking the chat and I can't get rid of it. And that's like a problem for me because I want to see it. Like, I need to see the chat for my stream. I need to see, what if I just go to what if I just watch my own stream? Instead of going to the manager and can I see the chat if I watch my own stream? No. Okay. I don't know what to do about this. I need to see my guys, my friends, my pals. My good time boys. I want to see them. Alex, welcome. I'm gonna Google this really quick. I'm gonna Google this. This is a video game, and I can't get chat to work. Unclear. It's me versus Twitch again. Every day of my life, I play the video games, and I don't understand what it's asking of me here. It's so dark that I can't read. Can I change the... It's just like all chat everywhere. Maybe I can fix it in windowed mode. Maybe I can like do this and then like fuck around with it. Okay. But it's a known issue? Okay. Well, I can do this. Can I open stream in my browser on my phone? I can try. It's never done this to me before. Twitch chat always works for me. I'm seeing an Audible ad, which isn't... Okay. I can see the chat. It's very small. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try windowed mode and see if that helps me, because it looks fine on my end. Does it look weird when I was like fiddling with it? Because like I think this is like lined up properly. So Maybe make it a little bit smaller. No, because then that side doesn't. It's gonna have to be a little stretched out, but like it's fine, I think. Oh god, I had it and now I've fucked it and now it's not gonna work. Okay. We'll try. I want to play the video game. It's been 25 minutes. So consider that I want to play the video game. If the subtitles are cut off or something, tell me and I'll fix it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is she there, though?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Johnny Blast, I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft. Oh. Sarah, welcome. In the world, what are you talking about? You can say maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Can someone else do it? I'm not doing it. If you considered that maybe I'm okay with the end of the world, do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Thanks for telling me. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. There's so many options. There's so many options. There are so many. What are we feeling? Maybe I'm okay with the world ending. That, you know?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Maybe I do.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I am. Oh, it lets me pick multiple. Can you pick multiple explore options? Yeah, okay. The chat's gonna be a fucking nightmare for this one. Just okay, Johnny, alright. Okay, sure. It kind of seems bad, though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman, or a miller, or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay, this is pretty rude and assuming. Can someone else do it, though?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Alex, it is Johnny, so that's why. That would be why it sounds like Johnny, because it is him. Thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
What is the job?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But, like, why is she in there? Can I have some context? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. She's gonna gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss me.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, do I want it or do I not want it? What are we doing for our first run? I'm assuming we're doing multiple runs. I'm assuming this is a game where you like do 1,000 things over and over again. Do we kill her on the first run or do we not kill her? What's our like gut instinct? To not do it or then to do it? I feel like we said we wanted the world to end, so it'd be kind of shitty to take the knife now and kind of go back on that. So maybe we just go in with our bare hands and see what happens. Yeah. Also, why is my mouse pointer a little claw hand?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh no.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I mean, it's just a voice, dude.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you. Hi. I'm here to save you. I think I'm here to slay you, or just go down the stairs. Just checking in. The hero's also Johnny, but it's like Johnny too. But the princess is not Johnny. I was really expecting the princess to also be Johnny, and it's not. Is it quiet? Becca says it's quiet. Is anyone else feeling like it's quiet? You want a louder situation? Pretty quiet? Okay. Whoop! Oh, that's really loud. Okay, no, let's just go. Let's fucking go, baby. Tell me how loud this is.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Because she's a creature.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hi. Just let her out immediately. You know, I kind of feel like just letting her out immediately. And being a creature. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the devil.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any other ideas, though?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
I could cut off your arm like in Saw.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I was joking.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Why are you using we?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
No!
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Hey, let me out of here!
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, so bad
you make
news.
your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh!
As she rips the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, the creature. Release the creature!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Okay, gore warning for everyone.
Cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Oh, our hand is a
Takes little
creature!
effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
My hand was like a little scaly hand.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She's
No,
fine.
she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I love playing an idiot. She doesn't even seem so weird.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
creature.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
This is... Oh.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Creature.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Are you?
For her sake.
Oh. Why did it
Don't
skip?
you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
So it doesn't autoplay.
Whatever.
I have to
She
play.
sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Are we a dragon? That's fun.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Not really.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
It's a pretty...
I'm so sorry.
Shrek's pretty crazy, huh?
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Oh no?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
It didn't.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
But the song got bad, and it's chapter 2. It didn't restart, it's chapter 2.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
What? Oh
We're
no!
going to save our beloved. We'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh no!
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh my god, we're gaining personalities. No.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
Oh
Then you
god,
should
no.
know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The 4 of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
It is Matt Berry. It's New York. Please say New York City. Please say New York City in this voice. No,
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
This is no one telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you, actually?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Oh my god, I can't. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I think the stream's over, guys. Sorry to burst your... I don't think that this is something I can do. It's over.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
It's a Johnny Collector sim.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
I can't do this. I was fine. I was living my life, and I was fine. And then ASCII had to be like, it's Matt Berry, and it is Matt Berry. And that the problem for me is that I can't listen to this.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Oh. Let's talk about this princess, actually.
Just be quick about it.
Because the killer someone's clear letter, she could barely hold a knife. How she's supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
I'm gonna kick you off of a bridge.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Why couldn't they slay her then? Why is it falling to me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Is it because I'm not a person?
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Okay, that's it.
Great.
No, it sounds
Now,
good.
If you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I want to die.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I can't.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
It's different.
Its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
But I want to see.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
I want to see the creature.
Lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Yeah.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
A feather? The creature!
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Anyway, I'm not taking the knife again. Fuck you. I'm going into the... It doesn't matter. The knife will appear if it's needed.
The creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is her voice different?
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I keep skipping dialogue by just clicking, and I'm sorry.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's different.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Oh, God.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
I'm gonna stab myself to get rid of this guy.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she said, come back.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Uh-huh. But did you end the world, though?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She
Jesus
wants to make
Christ.
us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Please kick this guy off a cliff.
Listening to her, that's a confession.
I don't really have any feelings about it.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
Okay.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Jesus Christ. One moment. Can I turn the music volume down just a little? It was kind of drowning out the voices. Yeah. It was really getting me there. Can I just rescue the princess without saying anything?
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Oh, God.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Yeah, this kind of sounds good.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Uh-huh.
One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon.
Wait, stop! Stop it! With the auto-playing! And now I have to click, but then sometimes I don't have to click, but I sometimes have to click. Please. Please.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight
I'm not gonna click
depths,
anything.
and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I've turned on autoplay, so
I
we're
told
okay.
you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Yuck.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh my god, dude.
What do we do now?
Kiss? We leave, and then we have our whole lives. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Evil?
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want. Come on.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Why did her face change? What?
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Music got really sinister. The music is getting really sinister. Eva, welcome. But what would make you happy? I'm just gonna keep asking until she snaps.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh god, she's becoming anime!
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
She's becoming anime!
I just want to make you happy.
Oh god. Oh
This
Jesus.
isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Oh god.
I
Oh.
fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Oh, 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 oh. You don't get the chance to ask another question. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
No! She was our perfect match! She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
One second. It's the music is still like the sounds. Relax. Okay. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and cream for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I think Smitten's just a quiet boy.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I want to see the creature. Oh god, you approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. What? It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. Oh, oh, oh. No.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel, question mark?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well... Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you sure about that? Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Then be free. You're like a bunch of hands. Just... Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Okay. That's not... You're not very helpful. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me.
I mean, yeah.
I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Next time I meet somebody, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're not me though. Destroy your body.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, I have to bring her the different boys. How many more pieces do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I
Okay.
am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Great. What if I don't let you do this?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Yeah, your drawing got really fucked up, and like, you were cuter before. Are you gonna destroy the world, though?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape,
So that's a yes.
to remold.
So that's a, you're gaslight gatekeep girl bossing me, but that's a yes. So you're being semantic. That's the thing. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I don't like you. Let me forget. I don't want to be here with you anymore.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Oh, we restarted.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I got an achievement called The Real Slay the Princess starts now. So that was the prologue.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's bring out the serial
You
killer
make your way
persona.
up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I want the unhinged Johnny in my ears.
A warning before you go any further.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Here we go, baby. Is the mirror gonna be in here? Can I see it?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note
I don't miss
is a
Matt
plain
Berry
wooden
Johnny, so
table.
think about that.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Think about that. I don't.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Finally, we're free. Kill.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Serial killer persona. Unlocked. Oh my guy is a knife
The door
now.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's a different woman again.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
No.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Kill mode activated.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Evil.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Nuh-uh. We're silent. Serial killer persona.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Kill. Kill. Kill.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Me being stabbed. Oh, God.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeah.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
No. That was way too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Okay, don't do that, though.
I really don't think you should do that.
Don't do that, though.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Remove the blade. Kill
You lean
mode.
down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel
But
a
then
sharp and
she's
sudden
stabbed.
jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
The teeth.
Quick, let's get out of it. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Oh, silly hoof print. What a time for you to arrive.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you,
Yeah.
for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Who's joining us today? Oh,
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
awful. horrible, awful, awful outcome, terrible outcome, the worst outcome I could have imagined.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has
This is a
no
creature.
weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Okay. Great, good.
A warning. She
No, I
will
know.
lie.
It couldn't
I
be
know.
more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Is the mirror here this time? I want to look at myself as a creature.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Do I have to look in the mirror to, like, give my persona to this creature? Oh my god, he does sound like the guy from Disco Elysium.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Oh my god, silly hoofprint? I'm trying to think about... Someone in chat explain to silly hoofprint what... So we are tasked with going into the basement to slay the princess, and every time we do different options, it awakes like a different persona that speaks to us in our head, and then it... Here we go!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Harry, what?
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Do they want you to mix the condensed milk with the water to make oat milk? Because that's not how that works.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, what is she?
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Why is her voice like that?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Uh-huh. If I come close, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I I'm just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
It's like they slowed the voice down. It's really, I don't like
And
this.
you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Yeah, her hands behind her back are fine though.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out if you drop the knife.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
This is my favorite version of the princess so far.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Did she chew off her own arm and she's not armed? Get it? But the bone sticking out, but did she prove it?
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically zero? Practically zero? Not, it isn't zero. It's practically zero. You're being very suspicious.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
I wouldn't like that at all, actually.
Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything.
Birdface?
Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Tell me to get rid of the knives I don't even have.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Don't call me Birdface.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
She's literally neurodivergent and a minor.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Oh my god, there's so many dialogue options! What if you're hiding it somewhere secret, though?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm
Were we-
inclined to believe her on that
Were
one.
we talking about...
She seems serious.
when I said secret, I didn't mean... I just meant elsewhere, but I didn't think that... I just thought that maybe, like, behind her back, because she keeps putting her hands behind her back, that maybe there was something, like a little...
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
I don't think... If this woman pulls a knife, I don't think I can do this anymore.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Oh, very normal.
I do have to hand it to her. That's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving?
But I like talking to her.
Last time, what are you talking about?
Sarah, I swear to God, like...
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
I remember.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Okay. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time to come back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Yeah, I think she's done talking to me, which sucks, because it was fun. Stab.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
I don't think it's her hands you have to worry about.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Oh, fuck,
Whose
she's
meat?
cooking up a
Not
steak.
ours, right?
Whose meat?
Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Interesting.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, Timmy. This is not a stream for people to just come into in the middle of it. This is a bad stream for people to just arrive at. This is not a good stream for that. You're either here at the start or you don't, or you leave. Oh, fuck. The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, you're what?
Ooh.
The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Sorry.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Well,
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works. The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
who the fuck are you? What?
Good. It's better that way.
What the fuck?
No one can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
How many of you are there now?
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched...
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
This is the quietest man I've ever heard in my life. Can you speak up?
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Timmy, that's the mood, though. I can fix her. Trust me, it's fine.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I want to see the creature.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Hey, bud.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Why are we actually here this time? What the fuck?
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Oh.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Hee hee.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh, she's getting worse. I don't think I can fix her, actually.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
What a horrible sentence.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're gonna fight her again. We're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're gonna unconditionally surrender. I'm trying to... Okay. I'm gonna try flirting with her. I'm panicking. We kill her first. Think of something different. There's a lot of emotions here. I want to either... When in doubt, flirt.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
I'd rather not. I'm into it.
There we go.
Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
This is cute.
Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
I just feel like I really get you. Give her the look. Wait.
The look. The look. We've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look? The look, eh? So we're getting serious about this. You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh!
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not. Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
Okay.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
Yeah, but it was worth it, though.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least
There he
a
is.
little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
He's back, everybody. We got him. We got him.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be.
Oh, no.
Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Very powerful.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
No, we gotta keep stacking them up, baby.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
There he is.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. We're gonna panic. Think of something different. It doesn't work and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. Think.
It's a new boy.
She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
That's the thing.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
She has more knives. Every time we see her, she has more knives.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic! Flee! She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better! Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Yeah.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Knife teeth, knife hand.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, we got a lot of personalities, though. Like, a lot of them.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Oh ho?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
It's okay, bud.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Okay.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Jesus Christ.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
I don't know what the narrator is. I don't know if he's a part. I don't know. He's just the guy. I don't know.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine.
Oh, God.
Make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Ingy.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
She's pretty sharp.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! Yes! Behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Yeah.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Okay.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Oh, they're yelling. Oh, the boys are fighting. Oh, fuck.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Oh, God. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Bye. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. We see the creature. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Bigger than before. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah, but you're also made out of knives.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
How much has changed about you?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
This is very like Disco Elysium, like the existential, like, what does it feel like to change?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
This is very talking with the phasmid, you know? Except
It
the
feels
phasmid's
correct.
knives.
This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You know what you want to do after?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Yum yum! You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. It's literally the phasmid. It's literally the phasmid.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Yeah. What do you feel about me?
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Oh. There's so much to say to this person. No, I'm ready to go back. It's okay. We'll talk again.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods.
What are we doing this time?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Do we just go full on kiss her on the mouth?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This is gaming, I think, actually. This feels kind of bad, though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Yeah, we already did that, but still.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I get a reward? You never said that before.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
I'm gonna kiss her on the mouth.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning, but she will...
I know.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
We
Ignore
are.
him. He doesn't...
Don't worry. We're okay. We're okay, boys. I know what I'm doing. And the answer is kiss.
The
So,
interior of the blade.
don't worry. I'm taking the knife. We didn't turn around and leave.
You take the blade.
I've never done that, because...
The door
But
to
I'll
the
do that next
basement
time.
creaks open. Her
Yes.
voice.
Who's there?
Why is she like this? Oh, because I took the knife.
She sounds... Don't let it...
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are.
No.
Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling
Yes.
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
She's already evil, though.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
You know, Timmy, I actually don't know what the princess is, so... Unclear.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people
Oh.
who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Well, I wanted to kiss you, and I thought that I could bring the knife to help you get out of the chain, and then we could... what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Americas, you're supposed to... And what do you... Why do you... What do you have to say about ending the world, though?
Don't just tell her that.
But what do you have to say about it?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Well, because you're made of knives. I was hoping you'd tell me, actually.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day,
I was gonna-
whatever
yeah.
the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
What the two of us have is like a kid?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's
What
right
about
about
a
one
kiss?
thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, The victim. The princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I feel like you'd be more trustworthy if you didn't sound like that.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
That's why I brought it.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I don't know what I could do that would be any different. Keep her locked away. I'm gonna keep you locked away at least for a bit, and then we can get to know each other. Yeah, okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Hee.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way
Knife
to the
blast!
stairs.
Knife blast!
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, I'm just gonna
It'll
leave.
be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once
There it
held
is.
the blade.
Done.
Okay.
World saved.
We can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift
I would
off,
leave.
your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Time to get some shut-eye.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
This is not knife.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
That's the thing. She's got a lot of skills, and we have to unlock them. She's got knife skill. She's got ghost skill.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh, organ blast.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Ma'am?
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I really wanted it to give me dialogue options and just be able to, like, go back to sleep. Like,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
who's with us this time?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A terrible set. If he doesn't remember what happened, then
Okay.
shh. What if he hears us?
Paranoid, okay.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
I can't leave.
A warning. Before she will lie.
I know.
don't think
Gaslight
lying
gatekeep
and
girl boss.
cheat- It doesn't matter.
I need a new boy, though. This is not a new boy, this is an old boy. He's back.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's people outside. There's ghostly figures.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
I'm gonna do the most passive thing ever. I'm gonna just, like, not do fucking anything.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Nope,
Should
enter the
have taken
basement.
knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch.
No, we're gonna go to
Need
sleep.
Something sharper.
We're gonna go to the corner of the room, we're gonna go to sleep, okay? Think about that.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Oh, the eyeballs.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
The people haven't been there. It changes. The scenery changes depending on the personality that's in your mind. So considering we're paranoid now, he sees the creatures.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
New voice question mark?
I didn't think you'd come back.
No, she's just this.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
I'm gonna talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
No, I'm gonna talk
You
to her.
make
She's
your way
fine.
to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, it's fine.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
It's okay, bud.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, God.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh,
I told you I was
no.
going to find you.
Not this. Anything but this.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate.
Ew.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Oh, bud.
nerves.
You're okay.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Why can you do this, and why do you know you can do this?
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
Hey, rude.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Can we flirt with her some more? Okay. What happened to you? I was saying to stop you from destroying the world. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Leave together? Let's get out of here. Leave together. Remain. Remain with your nightmare. Will she actually let us leave together though? Can we go?
What? No!
Can we go as friends?
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
I don't want to use it. We're friends.
But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out.
Oh, we're not
You're
friends.
not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive.
My magician, welcome.
Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with
no.
dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
She crunchy. It's true.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those
Can you
right now.
keep it up with the heart and stuff and the not kill us?
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
She's our wife.
I guess not.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Okay. Here we go.
Doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
Why did he get so quiet? Why did he disappear?
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
He just walked off. The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
Creature. Consume. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, she's
Is
been
that a
consumed.
mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It's okay, bud.
It's calling us. And not in a good way.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be fine.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Who am I in this situation?
Can we trust you?
Who am I? What? You approach the mirror. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Oh, you find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I'm happy for you. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay. Doesn't matter, it tends to go back. It was one of us always hurts the other.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I didn't think it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Okay. Have you figured out what you want when we're done?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
So the girls we've collected so far are Knife, Ghost, and Anime. The three types of cosmic horror: Knife, Ghost, and Anime. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Okay. You don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
Yum yum.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Good. Destroy your body. No, take me back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay, I brought the nightmare to her. What are we doing now?
Here.
Okay. Someone guide my hand. Someone guide my hand. What is the mood? Thank you for the sips, Becca. And Royal Sunset. Welcome. It won't let me leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
What can I do at the start, though? Oh. Oh. Yep.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
This game doesn't need Twitch integration. You can vote if you'd like. I can stop when there's dialogue options and let you guys decide. I'm fine with that.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's
Evil.
back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Evil creature. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Your silence is deafening.
Goodbye. Farewell.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm just going to keep doing that until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
is that a wall?
Is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I can't run away from the cab, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever? Here we go.
You have already committed to my completion.
Okay, she won't let me. Once you get to the second chapter, she doesn't let you leave because you're already creating a version of her that.
A warning. Before she will
Gaslight,
lie.
gatekeep, girl
If we're
boss.
stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Of course it is.
Let's keep an open mind.
There's just a fucking wall. It's so funny.
The cabin interior is
Oh.
wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with.
Can I
You're
take the-
dealing
if-
with a princess.
Please let me throw
How
the
many
knife out the
times do I
window.
have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Please let me throw the knife out the window.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Please let me throw the knife out the window. Please. No! Oh, wait, it doesn't say take the blade and enter the basement, though.
You take the blade from the table. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really... How are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Oh.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window! Fuck yeah, dude!
Yes! Do it!
Yes!
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Oh my god.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh no.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Ew.
An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Why does she sound like this?
No, thank you.
Is that every voice at once?
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs, the center stairs, or the soft stairs? Yeah, the narrator controls the world, and they also talk about him with like a capital H. Him. That sounds fucking disgusting. Take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step
No
branching
jumping, Mega
into its
Magician,
own
I'm sorry.
staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you
Like
on
a
all
rib
sides.
cage.
You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down. Or up. Or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
I want to see her. Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
She isn't. Sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
That's like Gatekeep Girl Boss.
It's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Should we tell him? Right, I'm telling him.
Why is
Yeah,
stop
we've
skipping?
been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
There's only two of her right now. There's two of them.
Whatever you saw last time,
I want more.
unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah, more than two of them. Yes. Getting down here was weird. What happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Three of them. Hell yeah. What's your name?
Princess. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
You're apparently gonna end the world, so...
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Because I know everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
more wives to kiss. Think about that.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Try to free her. Oh, leave her in the basement. Regretfully think of the time you threw the blade out the window. Just 3 of them.
Wait, that's not right.
3 answers.
Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture.
A wife
The
for
room
every
spins, your
Johnny.
perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Oh, this no good.
No, I don't,
Oh.
because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse
One
in on
big
themselves
wife.
before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
I hate this.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Yeah, she's looking pretty bad.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Is this how we feel? Is this what we look like? Just a bunch of creatures?
Please.
I'll do my best. Consume. You'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
You're
Is that
fine. You're okay. You're okay. You approach the mirror. Oh, what kind of creature? You've unraveled. Terrible. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Hi, ma'am.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Think there's people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
But I want to be creature. Do you think that everything's real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay. When you send me back on my own, there are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oh my god. He does, but you're gonna keep that to yourself. My boy.
It's nice to be with someone whose thoughts I can never know as mine.
Okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
This is a final boy. He's a little guy in my head. That's the thing.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Yeah, the achievement I got.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
That was a spiral, like, vessel for her. So it's a fun little. It's fun.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. What's the energy for this one? What's the energy for this one? What have we done and not done? I feel like we should not grab the knife this time, because we've grabbed the knife pretty much every time. We did throw it out the window, but I feel like we should go and not grab the knife, and then... But then what? I'm trying to, like, comprehend ways to interact with her differently. We're not going back to the stairs, Mega Magician. That's the thing. We want to go into a different mind space. What were the other voices that we talked to before? There was the Broken, who was fucked up because he died a lot, and that was pretty fucked up. And there was the Hunty boy. There was the...
Unfortunately, you're the only one who...
Does it matter if I ask him these questions?
You make your way up. A warning. She will
Okay. I'm gonna try and not take the knife and see what happens, and if I need help, I'll ask you for a list of options.
The interior of the blade.
No.
The door. Her voice.
Hello?
Yeah, because she's cute again.
Don't let it...
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
But if I do this and then I stab her...
downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
It's her.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
I'm begging you.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Awful. Humiliating. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Can I do that?
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, she's evil again.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She has
we're
to
back
be bluffing,
here.
But you rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's finish. No.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
No.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Fine.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb.
Let's just have a peek.
A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your
Oh, is she gonna
shoulders.
eat me alive?
The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh.
Holy shit. What is she?
The creature.
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade.
Those eyes. She's going to kill us.
Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation.
Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand.
Come on now, don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
She hungry.
I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker.
Can I see her as a werewolf?
You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
I want werewolf version.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor.
This can't be how it ends, right?
I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's new. Okay. The witch is new. Good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Who do we have with us?
A terror.
If he doesn't remember what... Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our
Opportunist.
chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to see the creature.
Oh, she will lie.
Gaslight,
Don't worry.
gatekeep, girl boss. It's fine. Trust me, I know it's okay. I'm always aware of gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss.
The interior of the cabin is a
Ooh,
mess
witchy.
of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hell yeah, dude.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Oh, that's true.
Actually a bad idea.
Yeah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below.
The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Mega Magician, I also want a gun. I think that would really help.
The weak
Just
starlight
everything.
from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come
Ooh.
on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Ultimate creature. Not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
How could
I
you?
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can
No.
talk our way out of this whole situation.
She doesn't.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Creature.
Descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
Creature foot.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are.
She has a
One
tail.
hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
This is my favorite one.
That's no fair.
Little nya
How would
face.
you know that?
She's got the knife cap face.
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
This is so powerful.
Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Yeah, she's got the pointy ears and the tail and the fur. I don't know if it's a hairy leg or if she's like got like quills. I don't.
Is it all behind us?
There's just a lot of creature kind of mixed together.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Anyway, the blade isn't for you. I get the sense that you're mad.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I want to see the creature. Can't you go to those on your own? They didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Okay, I'm glad. Good.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
This is the best.
This is
vibe.
why she can't just be abandoned here.
Yeah.
If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay. Why do I have a feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, The only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
Okay.
You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Yeah. Anyway, give her the knife? Yeah, take this as a gesture of my goodwill.
You can't be serious.
No, take the knife, absolutely.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Yeah, never mind. No, give her the knife.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know
Yeah.
that, right? But of course you do.
There's a creature.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Creature! She's got a little cat nose. I'm a big fan. It's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade I chose last time and I regret it now. So now you get to choose. You're beautiful. No, it's up to you. It's consent.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your
Little
heart.
fangs, too. This is ideal for
What?
me.
No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But like...
You're on a path in the woods. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Oh, cheated. Welcome back, bud.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
I hope she's more creature now.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can
Like how when
change.
she went from having
Maybe that's
some
all it'll
knives
take
to having
show her
like
that
all
there's another way
knives.
to do things.
Maybe she'll now be all creature.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Alright. Let's go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Let's go, baby!
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here.
Color.
Charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her.
Yeah, she's a friend.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Anyway, let's go,
You step
baby.
forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement.
Yeah, this game has 90
hesitating
achievements.
Before you begin the descent.
So, when I installed it, I was like, oh, there must be like a ton. But I haven't gotten like that many in this playthrough. So the number of options that you have is unbelievable.
Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us.
Think about that.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures.
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Let's go, baby. I want to see
Step
the
through the frame of
creature.
scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
Yeah.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
A kiss. I want to figure out a way out of here for good.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
She's got the knife, baby.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I'm here to laugh. What do you think would happen? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Yeah.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us, but it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
An eye for an eye, we're even. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. Oh my god. Is there anything I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're
I'd
not
love to make
making
things worse.
worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Reach for the blade. Can I take the blade now? Maybe it's past for either of us. All that counts as action. Can I take the blade now?
Her
Consent
eyes briefly meet yours,
is important.
then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Mad.
But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
We must sever all of our limbs,
I
and
think
then she'll
you're
trust
right.
us.
She's
Exactly.
as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free.
Free the princess.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while.
Yeah.
See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you.
Our blade didn't even waver when he said that.
Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he?
Why are you bullying this guy?
Since the beginning.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Sure. Yeah, of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Can we get this off? Like,
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you?
Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns. Yeah, baby.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Yeah, step into freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Well, now
Where's everything
now
going?
you get consumed by the...
Why is it so cold?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. It's fine. Consume.
She's gone. And there's...
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are nothing at all. Oh no. Oh, there's a bird! But you can't be, but this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I would get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
This isn't like that before. Has every narrator been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
But I want to see you. You're a birdie.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Goodbye, Becca. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh, my boy. I have so many questions. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like
It
that?
doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
I like you. You're the creature. No. I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
No. Destroy the mirror. What's the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
No, buddy. What if I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
No, the creature! Are you a part of me, or are you something else? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I could have helped you. I don't work the way a living being does. Am I not a living
You
being?
never were. You are the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. For a time, this construct could help you approximate being alive, confining your mind to a single reality. But you've experienced far too many lives for it to work much longer.
Why does he have a beak and teeth? Maybe he's like a velociraptor. How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
No! All the things, why is she a princess? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
No! No! The creature! I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that. Rest easy, bud.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
No, the creature! As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Oh no. Oh.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay, I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to I told him I was gonna kill her. This is the title of the video game. So...
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it. A thought is a vine.
And some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Okay. Remains... I didn't want us to hate each other. Yeah, you know?
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Yeah, but you're not a creature anymore.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
Ma'am. I couldn't understand, okay? Listen. Listen, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand what you are. I don't understand what I am. You're death, but that's good, but it's also bad. But then there's a bunch of women, and you're all of the women at the same time. And can we stop?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
I don't know, man.
The final peace lies with you.
Get out of here. I thought the game was going to crash for a second. I thought the game was going to just, end. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You could feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Okay. Oh, all at once the unyielding tension breaks. And then the creatures grow grass, and it's like being on acid. You are free and she's with you.
It's magnificent.
It's grass. There are no words, no thoughts. Describe absolute reality, something that simply is. Just go. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are now aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Oh, so it's a good ending to not stab her. Or is it? I don't know. So think about that. Is this every credit? I think it is. Oh no, okay. I don't know if that was even a good ending or a bad ending, or if what ending means anything. Oh, thanks to our little creatures, Wednesday the snake spoons the cat and nubs the small mouse. Oh god. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by pressing H. Thank you. Oh. Whomst the fuck, dude? Was that good? Was it bad? Did we do it? I've never been less clear of anything in my life. But the narrator died. We did not slay the princess. But we did beat the game. But we were happy? So is that good? Life exists? I have to go eat lunch. I'm very, 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 very hungry. But I powered through for the princess. So, the journey's more important than the destination. We got to see her as a creature. So, I love you guys. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye.